yeah, you know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps, had to make off with a feast. A family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the hill. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope, from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope, from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard. Gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run a draw now with Akers. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
It's 3rd down.
Hurts. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. The 40. Past the 20.
That's what it is, baby.
Touchdown,
that's what it is.
Philadelphia. Henry Ruggs taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And it's 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And taken right on the 30. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
For his wideout. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On 1st down, Hurts. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Quentin Williams, his second sack of the night. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
58, come on. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Throwing is Hurts. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete from the contact. It's 3rd down.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Akers. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run here with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 14. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
Third and inches.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Henry Ruggs, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14. Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Taken down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Down, Eagles.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground, here's Richardson again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia. Tonight.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Philadelphia, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at